is not far away. This race worth $500,000 at special weights, and it is the most significant race run so far this spring. Here's the betting with Northerly at $14.80. He's won this race before, but it is D-Day, and for Mummify as well.
Definitely so. Last year's Caulfield Cup winner, Danny Nikolic, said he's probably been a bit fat this time in. That's fantastic going into the barriers, Bruce. There's Northerly. Mark Flaherty gets his chance. Watch for him to be ridden aggressively today.
Grey Song at big odds. Fantastic. We got Hugs Dancer, one of the favourites for the Melbourne Cup. Tony McAvoy now training.
Won the Craig Lead 2 starts back. He loves Flemington. He's a Flemington horse, Bruce.
It's been a stack of money for Elstrom, we've been told, from Melbourne. He's really, really tightened up in the ring.
Well, he's the way for age horse. And Del Zayo too, running second a long row here at Flemington in the Australian Cup in the autumn. He's a chance.
But coming Strasbourg after we saw Del Zayo. Studebaker won this race last year. He led for the last 800. It was a bit of a surprise. This is a stronger field. The Melbourne Cup winner, Mackay Diva's back. She looks to be going as well as ever, if not better. And here's the mare that ran second to her in the Melbourne Cup. She's Archie.
What about the depth in this race? And Confectioner from the Tony McAvoy stable. He's a lightweight chance, getting ready for a Caulfield Cup, won his last 2. And what about the mare from the Guy Wilder stable here, Wild Iris? Watch for her chiming home, and Bruce take over Zagalia.
And Shane Dye's flown in from Hong Kong today to ride Confectioner, goes back to Hong Kong tomorrow. So there's Wild Iris. Massive go, we've been told, for Elstrom, the Victoria Derby winner. They have put a fortune on this horse, and he's going to run as a very solid favourite.
Well, he's the best middle distance horse. He's fit, he's forward. Some say he might have peaked, Bruce, the way he's getting to the line, and he's the best performed weight for age horse going around this time.
So they're just about set for the Turnbull Stakes. Last year, 5 of the first 6 horses in the Melbourne Cup ran in the Turnbull. Let's join Greg Miles.
All in, they're off. Fantastic jump well on the inside. Strasbourg slow. Confectioner flopped out and is being dug up early. She's Archie out the back in company with Grey Song and Mackay Diva. They string out early, and Elstrom finds the lead ahead of Mummify. Northerly improving, and Zasmine whipping up on the outside looking for the lead. Confectioner's got up behind them. Now Zasmine goes to the front at the 1600. Elstrom happy to see him there and let him go, and Northerly's right up on the speed. He's going to be outside the leaders shortly. They're followed by Mummify, 4th on the outside of Confectioner, getting a good run, 5th the rail. A length further back as last year's winner Studebaker from Strasbourg, 1.5 to Hugs Dancer, 2 lengths to Del Zayo. He's followed by Pentastic, and behind these is Wild Iris upset them. A length Zagalia, Mackay Diva, She's Archie, and Grey Song is last of all. There must be 25 lengths first to last past the 1200, and Zasmine has gone clear by 4 lengths. Northerly is second, Elstrom 3/4 away third, Mummify's a length away fourth, and then 2 lengths Confectioner. Studebaker a half length away on his outside, 1 Strasbourg, 1 to Hugs Dancer, a length and a half to Del Zayo, Pentastic, and they're trailed by Wild Iris. 1 behind her is upset them on the inside of Zagalia, and then Mackay Diva, She's Archie and Grey Song bring up the rear. They've got 700 left to go now, and Zasmine has come back to the field quickly. Northerly's got there very early, coming to the 600 metre mark. He doesn't want to go too soon. Flaherty is sitting tight on the outside on the champ. They're followed as they swing the corner by Mummify in 3rd placing. Elstrom's held up for a run behind the leaders now, and Studebaker puts in, and then Confectioner trying to work clear from Hugs Dancer at the 400. Zasmine got his 2nd win. Northerly's battling hard under the whip, and Elstrom got the split now, and the acceleration is there. Elstrom moved up, Mummify running a big race. Strasbourg is coming home, and then came Confectioner and Hugs Dancer from She's Archie, but Big Elvis at the 100 metre mark has broken away from them. It's Elstrom in front. Confectioner and Mummify battling strongly, but Elstrom wins it. Elstrom first, beat Mummify. He's back in form. Confectioner close up on the outside. She's Archie, one of the few to make ground from the back. And then came Hugs Dancer. Strasbourg, Mackay Diva got home. Then trailed Northerly, Zasmine, Studebaker, followed further back, upset them. And then came Pentastic, Del Zayo. He was followed further back by Grey Song. Wild Iris never came into it today, and Zagalia is one of the last in the Turnbull.
Well, they've put a fortune on this horse today. Is he back in form? The Victoria Derby winner. He won the Underwood Stakes. He was 2nd in the Craigley. He's going to be the favourite for the Caulfield Cup, and probably a big chance in the Cox Plate. It depends if he does the double or just goes for one of them. Natural Willer, the jockey, took the split between Zasmine and Northerly in the straight and accelerated like a top-class weight for age horse. And isn't it great to see a Victoria Derby winner come on as a 4-year-old and be absolutely top class?
Yeah, definitely so. And he had such a tough preparation, didn't he, Elvestrom, and winning the Victoria Derby. But watch him take a tight gap here. That's Northerly in the yellow colours out deep. Zasman with the blinkers on. He takes a tight run here, Elvestrom. He's foolproof, Bruce. He's very forward. He's very fit. He's got a turn of foot when he sits in a box seat and he explodes like this, like he has done every time this time in. Now, when Hugs Dancer beat him 2 starts back in the Craigley, he probably just wasn't 100% fit. He proved that last start at Caulfield. He really bounced to the front, gets to the line. And what about Mummify? He's back. Lee Friedman and Danny Nicolai could be wrapped with his performance.
Confectioner, a good run as well. A really good run from She's Archie and Mackay B. Diva. There's Tony Vazel, the trainer of Elstrom. So that's the Turnbull Stakes. Elstrom looking good on his way maybe to the Caulfield Cup.